Man. Well, speaking of, at this point, you bastard, a while ago, Leon, he's always like, oh, Leon, I'm trying to make fun nights to Leon's, but Leon's always busy. This motherfucker hit me up. He's like, okay, bro, we got to do two things. All right. One, let's set up editing, right? So so I can see how you edit, blah, 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 because I wanted to help him out on his shit. And two, let's make a video together. And I'm like, bro, you know I'm always down anytime. Anytime. I said that to him.
Yeah.
My man, I brought it up like 30 times, bro.
Wait, what video?
We were just supposed to record something, bro.
Yeah,
like a skit or something.
Oh, I guess you did not that long ago with the FNAF one.
Well, that wasn't really a skit.
Well, okay, so the problem with that was when in relation to that, I was like, oh, it's going to be something that we can all do. Because I wanted to do the Sigma Mail thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I
have to do that.
I wanted a bigger cast for that. But there is, and I completely forgot about this, there was a skit about applesauce that I wanted to do with you. And I don't think we will still do it, but man, it's some schizophrenic shit. I
vaguely remember something like
I have like puzzle pieces in my mind that are like scattered all over the place. It was something like I'd be at your house.
Okay.
Because you had the perfect lighting for it with that big ass glass window. We'd be at your counter, and it would just be like, I'm like in your fridge. And you're like, hey man, can you give me some applesauce? And I'm like, yeah, dude. So I grabbed some applesauce and like a big ass spoon, and I just start scooping it into a bowl. And then I think it was like I walk up to you with like the jar that's almost empty, and I'm like, yeah man, here you go. You're like, thanks, dude. And then you start eating it. like the little. I can't even remember. What was the punchline? I actually don't remember. It's been so long. It had something to do with like a newspaper.
Yeah, bro. Wait. I remember you bringing this up to me.
I think it was like, bro, this is like actually freaking me out. What was it?
I was reading the newspaper.
Well, let's just make that anyways. That schizophrenic ass skit. I feel like that'd be great.
It'd be funny if it just like keeps on like cutting between you guys, and it's just like you're all in different poses half the time.
Yeah, it's like that one video where it's like it's just different. It's different. There's something different in it. And it just it'd be like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we should do that.
Anyways, I'm always down. Honestly, this fucking guy.
Okay.
Fenton's really creative. He really is. He's really creative.
I feel like it also helps though now that we have because back then I feel like we had a weird time with scheduling in person stuff because we at that point we hadn't hung out in person very much, and then we started doing the amphitheater stuff, and then we started doing yada yada so on and so forth. Now
man, that was before we started hanging out, yeah, wasn't it?
Exactly. So now we're at the point where it's easier for us.
Whoa, even thinking about the amphitheater, that's over a year ago now.
Yeah.
What?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it was before I started work.
Because it was when it was still cold. It was before that summer, and then when summer hit, we for some reason stopped when it actually got warm. And then
what the fuck was that about?
It was because they closed the beach because some like fucking idiot like lit a porta potty on fire or something.
Oh yeah.
And then I think someone got shot.
Yeah.
But now like I don't know, like we should when it gets warmer, we should go.
Yeah. You know. In warmth?
Yeah.
It's like, crazy.
Man.
Crazy thought, right?
It's wild. Plus, you know what? Man, there's so much stuff that I want to do now because looking back at that time period, like we didn't actually hang out that much, which feels weird because we have this whole podcast now. And even looking at the other guys, I haven't really hung out with any other members very much, except for the last time we all together did something, bowling alley. That was
2 years ago.
Yeah, that's been a minute. So like, I don't know. Like now, I feel more.
That was Stanley's birthday, wasn't it?
No.
What? That was Stanley's birthday.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Stanley's birthday.
Actually, that checked. Well, I think we went twice.
Oh wait, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Oh, you know what? What? I think one of the times I'm thinking of is the movie theater.
Movie theater.
When we went to see Spider-Man.
Stanley's birthday. Yeah.
Well, no. We went and watched No Way Home after the bowling.
After the bowling alley.
You're right. So I think that might have been Stanley's birthday.
I think so.
Because then you were like, we're going to go to his house, but Leon, Jantez, and I were pussies, so we went home. Yeah. Because we don't party. But
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out.
I remember getting like $40 in quarters.
Yeah.
So we pick on Stanley a lot, but I actually really enjoy Stanley. Stanley's an amazing person.
He's a great guy. So I was actually really hoping he'd be on this episode. I'm glad. I'm sad he dropped out.
So for his 18th? For his 18th birthday, I hosted it here. I paid for it. It was the 18th, right?
It would have been
20th?
19th.
19th?
Closer, because we're about to be like 21 now.
Yeah.
I hosted it here. I got like a cake for him. I got drinks.
I remember the cake too.
Ice cream cake.
Yeah, that shit was delicious.
I got a lot of stuff, and then we went to the bowling alley, right? So I got like $40, $2.20s, and I like had quarters, and I gave quarters. Man, I was broke after that. I was broke, but
Man's lost $40 and then
we pick on him a lot. We do, and it's funny that we do that to us.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean we don't love him.
We
Stanley's
cherish
an
him.
amazing guy. He really is, genuinely.
I really do want to like hang out with all the other members, like just in general again, to like get to know them more again. Because like Chris and Stanley were like OG friends of mine. Like we were friends back in like 4th grade. We had this huge we had this group that was like really tight knit. We were like beating up 4th graders together and shit. And then if
You were a mob?
remember the like we had like the war on the hill that we were talking about with Mongello.
Oh
and everything?
yeah.
And it was like, you know, like it was Chris, Stanley, myself, Jontez, and Draven. I'm missing somebody. There was kind of Caden, but not really.
I didn't know Draven at all before high school.
Really?
Yeah,
You
not
didn't
at
talk to him a lot in middle school?
Not at all. I didn't talk to him at all in middle school.
Man.
I found Draven in high school. I didn't know about him in middle school at
Well,
all.
Draven's a cool guy. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but he was awesome.
Draven's funny, dog.
He was probably my best friend for a while because like he only lived 2 houses away from me, and we did everything together. He was awesome. I haven't talked to him in fucking years though.
He moved yet?
He's in is he in the
Florida?
Navy or the Army?
Navy. No,
Navy.
not Navy. Navy.
Because I think
Navy.
I think he's doing the same shit as Austin, but he's stationed elsewhere.
He's Navy.
You know, he's in Florida.
He's been in Florida for a minute. Like Austin's been moved around. Is Draven just staying in Florida?
Well,
You know, he stayed in there.
He don't get the Jews, but he gets to be like, hey, hey, volunteers who wants to go, and I think Austin just wants to travel.
I don't blame him. Shit, if I was in that position, I would. I mean, he's heading to Japan. Shit.
Shit. If I went to Japan, I'd stay in Japan. I've said that a lot. Where we all want to go to Japan. We should like vlog it or something. Obviously.
Absolutely.
But I've said it a lot. I've said if I go to Japan, I'm staying there. I'm not leaving. I want to stay and live there forever.
Well, I think the travel restrictions are
Oh
up.
yeah. Oh, it's crazy nowadays to actually to like to be permanent citizen now.
That's true.
Well, you can't be a legal citizen in Japan.
Damn. Like,
Well, I mean, like you can get like a was it like
A
a
visa?
green card or like a visa, but other than that, if you weren't born in Japan, then you can't.
you're not
Be a-
Japanese at all.
Yeah.
They're like,
You're not a legal
I guess
citizen.
that makes sense. Japan still so secular?
I mean, shit, we do that, don't we? Like people have to get green cards and shit here.
Oh, you're right.
Well, you're
Well, you
able to.
can get citizenship.
Yeah, you can.
Actually.
You can take a test to
Yeah.
become a U.S. citizen. but
Stupid
other than
ass
that-
shit.
I
like,
heard the
who
test
is-
was ass.
It's like who's the 24th president? Like,
I don't know.
Well, get the fuck off my case. I don't know. Do you know? Like, it's just stupid, man. I hate that. Like, if it was like annual citizenship test, like to stay in America, I'd be gone.
Bro,
Yeah.
would not
I'd be
be
deported
here.
already. I'm be honest. I'm be completely honest. I only know a couple presidents.
I
Literally.
only know the most recent ones, and then like
The most recent ones and like the first
George
one.
Washington.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln,
whatever number he was.
John F. Kennedy. Who's your favorite president?
Favorite president?
Teddy.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or FDR.
Mine's FDR.
Why FDR?
Because he like carried us hard for World War II. Like they loved this nigga so much he served like 3 terms and then just died.
Damn.
Yeah.
like don't get me wrong, there's stuff to not like about him. I was talking to him about Austin. He was like, but he was a super anti-Semite, and I'm like, bro, most presidents hated somebody. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Right? Like George Washington's ass probably did not like black people, right? Type
I
shit.
think he was a slave owner.
Oh, George
Yeah,
Washington was a slave
a
owner.
good like
Absolutely.
shit, like 16 of them weren't. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I think even Abraham Lincoln was.
Abraham Lincoln also was a slave, but he
At least he changed.
he
Like,
I
I
feel like
think-
if you become a slave owner, then you're like, okay, well,
this ain't cool.
we're gonna
Yeah.
cut this out. I think I can
That's
give you a
cool.
little bit of a leeway.
But like, really, like I'm sure there's very few presidents that you can say just like are actually great. Like even like JFK. Like people love JFK, but I'm sure there's something
No.
there. There's
Yeah.
gotta be.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, JFK's family, especially. I'm gonna get shot in the head. But like, fucking. Did you know? You know what happened to his sister?
No.
So his sister,
No.
a little bit on the younger side, she was kind of rebellious, right? She was wanting to go out and do fun things. So you know what her family does? Lobotomized her. Was never the same again.
Yes, I
Oh,
do
I
remember
heard
that.
about
Yeah.
that.
And I'm like, that's fucked. That's shitty. So like, no matter what you look at it, like, look, Barack Obama, my fellow Americans, love that guy. There's something. There's probably something, right? No matter who it is. Well, I guess you could say that about anyone on Earth.
Well, I
but-
mean, his wife, man.
oh, those damn school lunches. Is that what?
Yeah.
That was more of his wife.
Yeah, that's what I
they were
said.
saying.
Oh yeah.
But no, you know what? It's fine. Like now that I'm not in school anymore, I don't care. It's whatever. Even when the school the food was like shitty and greasy and delicious, I wasn't eating it that much. I didn't trust it. I remember once they used to have the fucking pink milk, the strawberry milk.
Oh, I missed the
Bro.
pink milk.
No, dude. I remember I drank some of it. I don't know. There was like a fish in that bitch. I don't know what was in there.
What, bro? Strawberry milk was it.
I really didn't like any of the milk. Truth be told, no matter what,
you're
there was
right,
always
but-
somehow something wrong with it. I feel like, you know how they say like Red Bull had bull cum in it. I feel like there was something weird in the milk. They like actually like cut off some like, what are those called?
udders.
Udders. They actually cut off
The
some
teeth.
udders to throw in there or something. Because like,
What?
There
Bro,
was,
what are you
there was
talking about?
always something physical in those drinks, and there shouldn't be.
Sure, they weren't just like frozen half the time.
No,
Bro,
it was like
What is your
was-
experience?
it
'Cause
was
I don't
like-
know what he's talking about.
no. I swear, it was like drinking a napkin.
Bro,
Like, it was
Drinking a
fucking
napkin? What are you
nasty. Like
Bro, did you just get spoiled?
maybe. Then again, like I stopped drinking it, so maybe it got better. But well, you know what? It was when I was at though, and I'm pretty sure people like Ethan even told a story about how the walls had like black mold and he accidentally like kicked one in or something. Like so you can't really trust that school. Maybe it was. I will say, they once had tomato soup there that was like delicious, and then no other tomato soup I ever had since then was good.
What? They ruined it for you?
Like I don't know what soup. No, like it was really good, but everything else just wasn't as good. I don't know how that happened. I've never had tomato soup since then that was good. Like everything else they had was shit, but that tomato soup. Remember those fucking breadsticks, the cheese sticks?
That-
Nigga.
oh
one?
my
Wait,
god! Did
was
you
that
talk
like
about the
in high
one you
school?
used to put in the marinara?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
The ones that didn't really look like they were like grilled. They were still kind of like white and doughy looking, but
Yeah,
those
yeah,
bitches
yeah.
were so good.
You're able to order them online.
I heard, but I can't find the website. I couldn't
Yeah, I
find
don't
the
remember.
post
I don't
anymore.
even remember what it's called.
I have a so
You might be able to go on like GFS, but I don't know.
I'm very peculiar about certain shit. So way back when I was in school, right, and we had mashed potatoes with gravy. And I fucks with some mashed potatoes. I fucks
Hey, I love mashed potatoes.
with mashed potato with gravy, bro.
Yes, sir.
So I'm eating that shit. I'm eating that shit up, right? I'm gobbling. And bro, I was like sick for a week. And I swore to myself I'm never eating mashed potatoes and gravy again. And I haven't since that day.
Really?
Yep.
That's wild.
Yep.
I think the closest thing I had to that was the chicken story. That stupid ass chicken story.
You told me the McChicken?
With
No,
chicken?
no. I
Oh,
think I've
okay.
told it like before, but it
Which
was
chicken?
just I didn't realize that chicken the food was chicken the animal. When I
Oh,
was a
yeah.
kid.
Oh.
Yeah, my stupid ass.
What else? Oh, I probably told this story on camera already, but I had a fish when I was younger. He was like, he was just a normal little fishy guy. But I realized I was looking at him and I was like, oh, you're so cute. And then I saw like something, I didn't know what gills were. I saw like his neck move, and I was like, "You gross." And I decided never to eat fish again.
I actually don't think you. I think you just told that while we were at sake. So I think that's a whole fresh new story.
Did okay, yeah. And I haven't eaten fish.
Well, you did
Damn
try
it.
crab rangoons while we were there, at least.
Oh, I did.
I'm not.
Well,
gonna
he swore
lie.
off fish, not seafood.
Well, 'cause
Actually, I swore off seafood
Yeah,
in
'cause I-
general.
I brought it up and he was like, "No," and then he tried it anyways.
It was actually pretty good.
I need to admit something. So I have this friend named Charlie. Charlie's great, right?
Mhm.
And one day they brought up crab rangoons. Like, oh, I love crab rangoons. I was like, I've never had one. And they go, that can't fly. We got to try some crab rangoons. So we went to this Chinese place. We got food, and while we were there, we got crab rangoons. I'm not gonna lie, they were mid.
Damn.
Like maybe even slightly worse than mid.
Damn.
But I didn't want to tell them that. I didn't want to break their heart. That shit was not. I didn't expect it to be pasty. I thought it was gonna be like
Oh.
chunks, but that shit was like blended or something.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Not a fan. But I guess I can kind of see why. Cause I like crab. I just didn't like the crab rangoons.
I don't know. There is, okay. So my father, he's like, you can say I learn a lot from my father. You can say I'm a miniature father of a guy. You always call me his son, almost.
That's kind of weird. Right? How that works out.
Yeah.
So my father isn't really big on like relationships. So he just has a bunch of friends.
I'm just taking these off.
Right. He became friendly with his elder gal, right?
Okay.
And maybe I got that from him too, because I love me a mature woman. He became friendly with his elder gal, right? And this elder girl had monies. So she took him to San Francisco the year before. And that's when I lost my V card, by the way. That's that story. But this year he was like, I'm going to take you. So we go to Florida.
Okay.
Bro, apparently she was friends with this chef that owned a restaurant. I don't even know what it was. I don't know what it was. I don't. But God, it was the best food I've ate for like a week or two. I was dining like a king. My eyes were opened. Cause right now, I'm be honest, I don't even know what I like, bro. I like tacos and pizza.
Yeah,
maybe nachos on Sunday. I don't know. I don't even know but man, it didn't matter what she put in front of me. It could be fucking like spinach. It didn't matter because she made that shit delicious.
Okay, I have two things. So one, in relation to your liking of mature women,
I will say mature woman.
I gotta admit something.
You like mature women?
Well,
come on.
Not as mature as you.
Yeah, that's true.
well, old ladies need love too.
It depends on how they look. But,
right. Thank you.
Well, so here's the thing. And don't look at me differently. Please don't look at me.
I will.
Well, you don't got your glasses on, so I don't even care.
I mean, I'll look differently.
Yeah, that's true. I say think. I'm just trying to pad. I'm just trying to soften the blow. But
Rip it off.
I definitely have a mommy kink. I'll say that much.
Okay.
No way.
I'm definitely like a whole like appraisal kind of person. That nah.
No way.
Before I ever had sex, I always figured I was like, I feel like I'd be the more submissive type, but I never really got to try it with my ex. But I feel like I saw a fucking 4chan post that perfectly summarized it, where this guy was like, I hooked up with an older woman and the sex was fine, but then she went, "Come for mommy," and I immediately exploded. And I was like, you know what? There's a good chance. Because look, man, I feel like I was definitely like, the older I get, the more I realize how neglected I was growing up. So I like the praise and all that shit.
I mean, like with a lot of like, I want to say cartoons, but like older like adult like stuff, like with like Family Guy and maybe like American Dad, like they do like lean towards that like a little bit.
Why
like
are the
with some
moms
of the
always
character.
hot? Like, shit
Bro,
like that.
Francine? Oh my god,
Bro, Dexter's mom?
Yo.
That's true.
Jesus Christ.
Dad's trophy, whatever the fuck it said.
Elastigirl? Damn.
The mayor's
the mayor's
secretary.
wife?
Yeah.
The fucking secretary?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
bro.
my god. I
Oh.
can take my jacket off. It's getting too warm in here. But I'm sorry, continue your point.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm trying to remember like some of the characters. Like the only one like that comes up to mind would probably be like Brian, maybe.
I thought you meant in terms of hot moms. I was like,
Brian.
No, like with like leaning towards like older women.
oh yeah, that was a thing that like every once in a while came up with Brian. It was weird because like it wasn't like Family Guy has a lot of like running jokes. That wasn't one of them. It just every once in a while happened.
Yeah.
But he would still date people like on the younger side.
Yeah.
So it was weird. It wasn't like how he's like constantly an atheist or anything like that. Like it was a thing that varied. Very strange.
Speaking of like, I haven't watched a new Family Guy episode in, man, I want to say years.
Yeah. I watched the one where like the meme of Lois screaming at Peter because he was eating out her mom. Have you seen those clips where she's like, Peter!
Yes.
I had to watch that episode because like, what the fuck's going on? And it actually surprised me because it was like I stopped watching Family Guy because it stopped being good. But that was pretty good. Like even the side plot about Stewie having so the side plot was Stewie had a treehouse and he invited Brian and Chris in, and they were like, "This is great,
yeah.
Stewie. Man, you really fixed the place up." And he's like, "Thanks, guys," and they would leave, and he would hear them from Chris's room being like, "That was terrible. What is he thinking?" And so like 3 times Stewie like redesigned it, and then eventually they walk in and it's like dark, and he ties him up, like knocks him out, and he's got like a fucking crossbow, and he's gonna kill them, and then they're like, "Stewie, did you make that crossbow?" And he's like, "Yeah, so what?" And he's like, "That's some amazing craftsmanship." And so they do the same thing, and then they're back in Chris's room, and he hears them again. And then the last, you don't even see it happening. You just see a shot of the house. You just hear Stewie walk in and shoot the 2 of them. And then you just hear Meg go, "Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, you might notice I don't have a shirt or bra on. Yeah, I'm just letting the girls hang out." And then you just hear a 3rd shot and Stewie fall over. And Meg's like, "Mom, Stewie shot himself." like it was like, it actually surprised. I actually laughed, and I was like, I haven't laughed at Family Guy in a minute.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Ah, man. There's a nugget of gold in there. Seth MacFarlane, I think he's a funny guy.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he did.
Ted.
I just think he's burnt out sometimes,
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think he's like one of the main writers anymore. I think he just does the voices sometimes.
Oh, really?
Because he's been writing that Orville,
Yeah.
the Star Trek show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
to Star Trek.
Or
show.
it's basically Star Trek.
Yeah.
Fucking So I don't.
I need to
know
watch
if
that
he's-
episode. It sounds hilarious.
It actually it genuinely caught me off guard. Even and the main plot was good too. The one that everyone was talking about of just like it was
Yeah,
something like they
the
go to
horse is here.
a relationship counselor, and because she's like, "Peter won't eat me out. He doesn't like it." And so the relationship counselor was like, "Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hypnotize him, and whenever he hears a certain sound, he'll eat you out, right?"
Is that
And
why is the clip?
it was supposed to be whenever she says like Arizona ice cream or something, but when she went to say it, the TV turned on and went extra, extra, extra because of the show. So then whenever like the time for that show came on, Peter would fucking twirly mustache and start going crazy. And then they were at Lois's parents' house eating dinner, and her mom was sick or something, and he was like, "I'll take the plate up to her." So he's going up there, and then Lois is talking to her dad. She's like, "I feel so bad for mommy," and he goes like, "It's okay. She's watching all of her like reality shows," and then she's like, "Her what?" And then you just hear extra, extra, and she runs up, and that's when she finds Peter eating her out. Yeah, it actually like, and then like it ends like they're driving home just silent, just like as their cars drive by, and then just and it's her mom calling Peter, and they're just like. It's really good. It actually it was actually pretty funny.
Oh shit! You remember Brian being racist? You remember he used to bark at black?
There was like it was so weird. It would just be like, "What's up, y'all?" And he was like, "I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. That wasn't me. I'm not like that." It was so.
Oh.
And then the episode ended where it was like it was like fucking MTV. It was like a music video of just some black guys. And it looks at camera. What? I'm tired. I'm not racist. I just don't want to watch it anymore.
There's some funny nuggets.
They
in that
really
bitch.
got some good shit.
Yeah, there's some funny nuggets in that bitch. Damn, it's already 1:30.
Bro, I thought you meant the time. I was like,
Yeah.
no. I was like, I gotta get
What are
up
you
at
talking
7,
about?
bro. You know, like that. We've gotten a pretty good length episode from this, honestly.
And I feel like we got some good moments in this bitch as well. Thank you, Leon, for joining us.
Yeah.
That was a really good. I thought that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was higher quality than the other last 3 that we've done where it was all over the place. Because you know what, episode 10, we've put so much work in and we've gotten so much support from everybody that it had to be something decent at least. Because we didn't say it, but there is going to be a break after this.
Yes, indeed.
Because we're working on a backlog, we're working on other content too, while we just create so that we can have more for you later on. Yeah. But hey, you know what? Not just thank you all for being here for this episode, but thank you all for being here for the first 10 episodes. For those of you who've been here since the teasers were going up, right?
Oh, thank you.
From the inception of this channel, it's grown a lot further and a lot faster than I ever thought it would. But we might be encroaching on 100 soon, and we have kind of a vague idea of what we might do for that. But I know for sure that we have so much planned, and we hope everyone's going to be here with us for it. So. Thank you, Cogs and Gears. Remember to keep spinning, because without you, the systems of the world will never change. Peace.
Peace.